Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your mothers would practically build themselves.
Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to the Kit Hoarder Stash, and today I've got another ship, believe it or not, but this one is, well, let's get into it and you'll see what's going on. This is from Iron Shipwright, and it is the USS Salt Lake City CA-25 in 1/350th scale. Now, recently, you will remember the rant that I went on about the USS Pensacola in 1941 that I got from SS Model Works. And what a real piece of work that turned out to be. Well, let's take a look. Basically the same ship, just a few more upgrades on the 1944 version of the Salt Lake City versus Salt Lake City or Pensacola. So, first off, getting into the instructions, look at this. Some actual really nice instructions. Not a little card that has a picture, but actually, look, there's your parts and how many of them you should have. Okay, and your photo etch. Another picture of your photo etch. What are your other, and it says what they are. Let's go over this. I'm gonna have to close this box up. Okay. It says what they are, you know, your catapult frame, bridge support. And then it goes through how to assemble all of this stuff. And it's not something you want to ignore. You're going to want to read this and do what it says. But look, actual real good instructions. And there's several pages. Holy smokes. Holding your aircraft cranes and catapults. This looks like it's some of the radar. Ugh. Aircraft. Wow, look, it actually has some written instructions here on the side. I like that. If you goof this up, it's your own fault. Let's put it that way. It's not due to the instructions. These are great. Very, very nice. Wow. Then railings and rigging, even rigging. Nice, very nice. Okay, so here we have some very nice decals, if I can get them out. Flags, numbers, aircraft markings, all sorts of good stuff on there. That's really neat. And here is our photo etch, so not terrible. .3D printed parts. Problem is that box. Okay, let's start out with the hull. First of all, they spent the extra $3 and made a full hull. I mean, honestly, there's just this little bit here that is the difference between what you got here in a full hull and the SS Model Works, which is a water line. Not that difficult. Okay, here's your full hull. Ooh, look, it's not warped. Look, it's straight as an arrow. Ooh, and look, the deck is to scale. If I have a 3/50th scale person, I can put them on here. They aren't going to fall through the cracks. Wow! And the hatches appear to be 1/350th scale, not 1/72nd. That's awesome. Yay! That's pretty cool right there. Let's look at some of the other resin parts, shall we? Now remember this piece from the, I'm going to take that flash off from the SS Model Works. Remember this? Look at that. It's not warped. It's not bent. That looks pretty neat. Funnels. Ooh. Quite a bit of detail there. The pipes on the funnel. This other funnel. Okay, so this boat deck is a little warped. it's a little warped. It's a very thin piece of resin, and as such, once I glue it on the hull, I don't think it'll be warped anymore. I think it'll be just fine. Now, I am going to tell you that on the splinter protection here, here, and here, so 4 of the 6 pieces of splinter protection are not formed properly. So this is a piece, honestly, if I ran a company, I would have checked this and said, no, this is not going out. Just saying. Okay, so this is it fixable? Yeah, it's fixable. It's fixable, but come on. Okay. Here's another piece. This one's a little bit warped as well, but thank goodness it goes on the hull and will glue down just fine. It's still flexible, so that's not a problem. The detail on this looks really good, except got an air bubble in one of the a locker or something there. So, and looks like it's got a shield that also is not formed properly. So, not a perfect kit, darn it. But still, to this point, better than the SS. Oh, look at this. The deck detail is really good. Very nice. Oh yeah, this is good. Splinter protection here is all fully formed. So, yeah, this is good. Part of the, what is that, the 01 or 02? I think that's the top of the 01 deck, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, here's some more resin pieces. And I'm not going to go through every little piece, but yeah, splinter shields are in good shape here. You've got the underside detail that's in good shape. Part of the upper works. You know, these all appear to be very, very, very good. And there's a lot of little pieces, let's just put it that way. Okay. So the resin pieces, I give them a 9 out of 10. Got to ding them for those couple that didn't quite form right. Now, one thing that they've done is they've changed from white metal to 3D printed. White metal has always been the weakness in these kits. And they know that, so now, whew, jeez. Yeah, the catapult looks amazing. Kingfisher looks great. So you got 4 Kingfishers and 2 catapults there. Ooh. Holy cow. Here's your, those can't be 20 millimeter. They almost look like 50 cals. I'm not 100% sure. Without my close-up spectacles, I can't tell you. But they're small guns. Got 3D printed screws that look very good. Wow. Searchlight. 3D printed. That looks great. Far better than the white metal. Are these little signal lamps? They look like, not sure, they look like little signal lamps. I mean, these are very small. Wow. Here's the propeller guards. 3D printed, look excellent. And ooh, the life rafts, you can almost see through the screens on them. Nice. Very, very nice work. I'm going to put these back so I don't... They're, of course, very fragile, very delicate, but a whole lot better than the white metal. That's for sure. So that was a good thing to do. Let's see what we got in this one. So there's quite a few 3D printed parts. Wow, no wonder the instructions were so big. Okay, what do we got here? We got 3D printed parts falling on other ones. Okay, paravanes. Are those quad 40s? Yeah, holy cow. Okay, so it's got twin 40s. Quad 40s in here. Looks like some bollards. I can't tell everything. I mean, there's all sorts of really cool stuff in there. It's a lot of detail. Here's the 525 platforms. This is going to take a bit of work. This is pretty neat. So here we have definitely some signal lamps. Searchlights, and there's 3 anchors. And a bunch of other really tiny little parts. Let me just call them that. Really tiny little parts. Look at this gun director, though. Look at that. That looks awesome. Wow. As of right now, I would have to say, before going any further, this kit's definitely worth the money. With shipping, I paid, I think it was $250 with shipping. I had it in like 4 days. And just the 3D printed parts here are amazing. Let alone the hull. Sorry, I want to make sure I put all of these away before I go to the next one. Let's see. That's more of the same. Here's the main battery. Let's take a look at these. Remember, on the SS Model Works, I had a main battery that was malformed. Not here. And here's our turrets. There's a 2-gun. Here's a 3-gun. They sent me extra. Bless their hearts. I've got a total of 3 of the 3-gun and 3 of the 2-gun. Very nice. Here's your 8-inch gun barrels. Hollow on the end. Wow, that looks pretty amazing. All right, well that's all the parts, but except for the little teeny ones that I didn't quite go through every little thing, but you get the point. These 3D printed parts look amazing. Great work by Iron Shipwrights on this. I was very grateful to be able to get it so quickly, but it's nice. When I look at it, it looks correct. It looks like what it's supposed to be. And the couple of little pieces that are malformed, yeah, I can fix that. The big thing was these 3D printed parts. They do add so much to it because of the quality of them. So, great job by Iron Shipwright. And I will get going on this sooner or later. It's going to be a little more involved than I had first anticipated. There's a lot of little parts here. And I think just reading the instructions is going to take me a day. But I'm going to do that because I don't want to goof anything up. So there you go, folks. Iron Shipwrights 1/350th scale USS Salt Lake City. So it's 1944 fit. I am confident that I can backdate it a year or so without any problem. So thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next week on The Stash.